Welcome to Cuckoo Studio Review. I'm Enzo. You'll be watching this review from the perspective of a mixing engineer. We received the SIMGOT EA500 in-ear monitors that was sent to us. Let's take a look at its performance together. The packaging of the EA500 is simple and slick, with the official frequency response curve printed on the back. After opening the package, the EA500 appears prominently in front of us, with a mirror-plated design and a single alloy casting body weighing 10 grams. The materials are very solid, and the replaceable cable design gives users more freedom for DIY. But what's even more interesting is that the EA500 supports replacing the nozzles by yourself. This design can achieve two types of tuning, and is very convenient for cleaning after long-term use. Let's take a look at its sound performance. EA500's frequency response remains relatively flat from 400 to 4000 Hz. There's a maximum 4 dB gain in the 300 to 500 Hz range, and there's also a maximum 4 dB gain above 4 kHz. The high frequency peak at 13 kHz may not be noticed by some listeners due to differences in human ears. For me, it feels there's more high frequency. There are IEMs with a slight preference for low and high frequency gain. The difference between the black nozzles and the red nozzles are mainly concentrated in the mid and high frequencies, and there will be some subtle brightness differences between them, which can be chosen according to your own preference. If you prefer a more flat performance, you can obtain its frequency response calibration file made by me from Patreon. It involves manual auditory judgment, especially in the high frequency range. And if you support Cuckoo Studio on Patreon by joining membership, it will help us continue producing audio review content faster and better. Thank you for your support. Distortion. At 86 normal sound pressure level, the distortion of EA500 is lower than normal environmental noise and will not be noticed in music listening scenarios. When the sound pressure level is increased in 96 and 104 dB, the distortion of EA500 is not as perfect as some expensive IEMs, but a small amount of distortion is not something to worry about too much. The distortion between left and right ears is also basically constant. Let's enter the Cuckoo Studio mixing space. The gain of the low and mid frequencies slightly increases the bass, drums, and fundamental parts of vocal and instrumental sound, but the magnitude is not very large. The gain of the mid and high frequencies increase the volume of breathing in vocals and high-frequency percussion instruments, and the spatial sensation above becomes more open. It's good for some songs with normal loudness, but for people like me who are sensitive to high frequencies, it may have too much high-frequency feeling for loud dance music. There's no noticeable imbalance problem in sound level difference, indicating that the quality control of EA500 is excellent. The symmetric frequency response of left and right ears brings a very solid center imaging. Normal sound pressure level, the distortion does not cause any sound contamination or compression feeling. EA500 are very clean IEMs, although the high frequency peak and the low frequency gain can cover up some of the faultiness in the mid frequency range. After calibration, a very satisfying sound playback result can be achieved. Overall, EA500 is solid in materials, has restrained tuning, and provides the option of changing nozzles. With a not so high price point, it can be a great choice for users who want a high price to quality ratio. This is Cuckoo Studio Review. Please stay tuned. I'll be continuing to explore the secrets of headphones with you.